Hey everybody, it's Kathy Williams coming to you from one of my very favorite places on earth, actually, which is my own porch. You can see I have a notebook over there and like a half dozen massage tables. And yeah, it's a beautiful evening here in Hawaii. So I wanted to talk about this problem of when I get money, when I have unexpected money show up, then I also get unexpected bills, right? And I heard from a lot of people that that happens from time to time or quite often. So let's talk a little bit about that. And one of the things, Moksha, please, Moksha, I love ya. She wants to be a part of everything. Hello, now you're a part of it. Um, One of the things we very often have is the ask that we have enough to pay our bills. Now, that's a great ask. However, is that enough, actually? What if you could have the ask that you have more than enough? You ask that you have an accumulation of money in the bank instead of, enough. Now, I have a guy who took the Radical Abundance course in April. And I was like, when was that? In April. And he said, Kathy, thank you so much, because this is the first year that I'm actually ending with an excess. I'm going to have money in the bank ever, right? Like, it's always been debt, 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 debt. And so first is your ask and your vibration. So let's tap into this. If you were a person who has excess, who doesn't have extra bills come up when money comes up, who would that person be? How would you be different? And just tap into that for a second. What kind of choices would you have to make that are different? Who would you be? And this is great for any kind of goals, by the way. So if you're committed only to paying your bills or just having enough, then that's what you're going to get. Okay. Now, when we ask for more money, here's an important thing to look for. Like, what's light? What's expansive? And you could sense that I've already done a video on it. Maybe I'll tag it as well. But like, on what is light. So, like, if you're making, let's just say $4,000 a month, and you say, universe, I'd really like to make $20,000 a month, and it's like, you actually aren't like congruent with that. That actually isn't likely to occur because of the sense it gives you. But if you say, okay, what is light? What does light me up? What does feel expansive? And you say, well, 7. That feels right. Or 6.5. That feels even more right. So start to ask for that. What would it take to create that? Okay, so that's not our conversation here. We go into that way more in the class. But the other thing is sometimes we will duplicate other people's patterns or mimic them, like our family. If this sort of pattern came up for them where as soon as more money came in, it went to bills, like there wasn't enough for the fun stuff that you wanted. and so there's this thing about belonging that can really occur. I had a client who had millions of dollars, and she spent it all so that she would fit in with her friends, and they wouldn't be uncomfortable. So we have all these little subconscious sabotaging behaviors. And if you have the story that, oh yeah, every time I make extra money, some unexpected bill comes up, well, guess what? If that's your story, you're going to perpetuate that. So you can use the tool of collapsing all those points of view to source energy, like we talked about in the Radical Abundance free course. Or if you do the Access Consciousness clearing statement, you can use that. Sometimes this stuff is past life. You actually would have gotten in trouble if you had extra money lying around. Like people would come kill you because you had extra money and they wanted it. Stuff like that. So all of these different factors can kind of interplay to create this pattern showing up in your life. One of the things you can do is the habit interrupter. If you've been with me in the body class, um, 5 days of energetic exercises for loving your body, you learned that you can apply it to finances. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to apply it to finances in the Radical Abundance program, and we're also going to apply it other places. If your primary area that you want to upgrade is your business, you can apply it to your business or your relationship or whatever the case may be. So, lastly, throw them into the fire or collapse them to source energy or pot and pock or use the habit interrupter. And the other thing is, if you've decided, well, that's what money is for spending. Okay? Well, then you're always going to find something to spend it on so that you're not going to actually have it. And having money is really fun. Like having money and having a sense of wealth is awesome. Then you can walk somewhere and you could be like, oh, well, that cost $3,000 and I could buy it. I don't need to though, but I could. So I wanted to also tell you a fun little story, and it's a story of someone who just signed up for Radical Abundance because she was like, I've done so many courses. I've done so much. And I create more fun, I create more stuff. I don't create more money. But this class really lights me up. There's something about it, she said. So she said, universe, give me a sign. Give me a sign if I'm supposed to take this. Show me a dolphin. Okay, so she showed me a dolphin, and she was driving down the street. And this car in front of her was going super slow, like so slow for a long time. And finally she noticed, hanging from the rear view mirror, there was a little dolphin. She was like, oh, thank you. Right. Ask and receive. So guys, I look forward to playing with you in whatever way, shape, or form that may be. The price, the special price for you guys is going to end on October 11th. And I would love for you to take advantage of that if you'd like to come in with us. And someone said to me today, he had taken the class last time, and he was like, Kathy, oh my God, you need to raise that price. Because what they get is amazing. They get access to all that stuff forever, and your facilitation is off the charts. You change so much for people, you should raise that price. I was like, it will, but not yet. Because I really want the people who would like to get in and be able to take it. So $467 for the 2 months, which is 2 private sessions with me. So you'll get all 8 classes and then tons of extra meditations and videos and tools for you to use for the rest of your life. Anyway, have a good one, and let me know your questions. If you have questions, I'm here for you. Aloha.